3 weeks out from the election, and Campbell Newman has laid out his blueprint for an LNP government. Political reporter Patrick Condren was at today's official campaign launch and joins us now from Parliament House. And Pat, it was a big affair?
Yeah, it sure was, Sharon, and in a nutshell, it had a bit of everything. There were plenty of cheers for Mr Newman, jeers for the Labor Party, and tears from the woman who could become the First Lady of state politics.
The party faithful were almost falling over themselves in the rush to hear what their political messiah had to say.
Can you guys slow down the people coming up the stairs?
The man himself is hoping for a much smoother march into government.
Queensland needs a new man. Campbell Newman.
There was a nod to the last Conservative administration.
To Rob Borbidge and James Sheldon, I'm proud of our past.
Then it was down to business.
I'm proud to be standing for Queensland's future.
Before declaring...
Throwing money around, ladies and gentlemen, is lazy. It's easy.
And then promising to spend $1 billion over 10 years on the Bruce Highway. But there's a catch.
If the federal government brings forward its expenditure to upgrade this vital link.
There'll also be $18 million for public transport, $170 million over 4 years for a resource community building fund, and $86 million more for 10,000 apprenticeships.
We won't fail.
The LNP isn't even in government yet, but Mr Newman is already promising to set up his first inquiry into Queensland child protection laws.
And we'll use new and updated recommendations to set the roadmap for the next decade.
As well, he'll spend $2.5 million over 4 years in an effort to protect children from sexual assault.
And we'll have a 2 strikes policy for repeat offenders who commit serious sex crimes against children.
It's one thing to preach to the converted here in Brisbane. The challenge for Mr Newman now, though, is to maintain the momentum from today's launch through another 3 weeks of campaigning.
Join us.
It was enough to bring a tear to at least one supporter's eye.
And Sharon, this 23-page speech from Mr Newman today has more than $1.4 billion in spending promises alone. The final tally won't be known until the dying days of this campaign, when the party's final costings are released. Labor claims it's more than $7.5 billion already.
All right, Pat, thank you very much for the update.